What is going on, IF Warriors? It's your boy Edward V, and today I'm going to talk about the top 5 ways that you can increase your insulin sensitivity. Being insulin sensitive is important on your weight loss journey. Insulin sensitivity can help bolster your fat loss. There are more ways to increase your insulin sensitivity over just using intermittent fasting. I'm going to go ahead and break it down in this video. Stay tuned. Drinking green tea. And the benefit of drinking green tea is that you can drink green tea during your fasted period, during your fasted state, if you're utilizing intermittent fasting, because green tea won't knock you out of your fasted state. And on top of that, you can utilize the properties and elements inside of green tea to improve your insulin sensitivity, as studies have shown that green tea is very powerful at reducing blood sugar. So it's an awesome weapon to use to double down on burning that body fat by improving insulin sensitivity when you're fasting or when you're not fasting. Green tea is very popular in the intermittent fasting community for those who use intermittent fasting. So if you're worried about green tea throwing you off of your fast, you need not worry. It does not. And on the flip side, it actually helps with the insulin sensitivity. Now let's go ahead and move on to number 3. Exercise more. The more exercise you do, the more insulin sensitive you become. And this is not just for cardio, it's also for muscle building. Both cardio and the use of resistance training building muscle has shown study after study after study that it is very beneficial for increasing your insulin sensitivity. The study that I'll link down below shows that overweight men that began to use resistance training, that began to build muscle over the course of 3 months, significantly improved their insulin sensitivity. There's also studies that show when cardio is used, insulin sensitivity is also increased. So the more muscle you have on your body and the better your cardiovascular system is, the better it'll be for you in improving your insulin sensitivity. Now let's go ahead and move on to number 4. Magnesium. And they've done studies where it's randomized, double-blind, crossover, and even using placebo. And this means that they can blindfold the participants. The participants will take the magnesium and then they'll look at the blood work. They'll also tell the participants that they're taking in magnesium when they're actually just taking in a placebo pill, to see if the placebo effect of believing that this is magnesium is actually benefiting them in any way. And even through that rigorous method, it still shows that magnesium can significantly improve your insulin sensitivity. So what contains magnesium? Nuts like cashews, almonds, broccoli, the leafy green vegetables, those things can contain magnesium. And also seeds that come from pumpkins, sesame seeds, those things also contain magnesium. You don't have to get magnesium pills, but if you introduce foods that do contain magnesium, you can be adding another layer to improving your insulin sensitivity. And let's go ahead and move on to number 5, the final one. Of course, this was no secret. The final way that you can go ahead and improve your insulin is via intermittent fasting. Intermittent fasting allows you to reduce the glucose in your body to significant levels in where you're using body fat as fuel. You're actually substituting the use of glucose to body fat, and that in and of itself improves your insulin sensitivity. When you're overweight, especially when you carry a lot of visceral fat, you may be insulin resistant. If you apply all of these tactics basics, you will reduce your insulin resistance and you will improve your insulin sensitivity. You don't only have intermittent fasting in your tool belt to do this, but you can intelligently couple intermittent fasting with drinking green tea, with exercising, resistance training and cardio, consuming herbs and spices, consuming magnesium. Couple all of those things together and you'll possibly be on the best path to improving your insulin sensitivity. I'll go ahead and link all of the studies below so that you can take a look at it for yourself. And of course, I want to thank my patrons for my Patreon. I'm going to go ahead and put their names right up here.